Hello, air signs. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do your mid-month reading for the month of August. We're going to see what's in store for you. We can get you some insight, guidance, all that great stuff. This is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So if you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or any of those placements in your chart, this reading could be for you. Please never give your power away to a reading. This is simply guidance. If it's not really confirming or resonating with you, then it's not meant for you. Just don't take it on. However, if it is resonating with you and you want to support my work, easiest way you can do that is simply just liking, sharing, commenting on the videos. If you guys want to donate any of that stuff, all that information is in the description below. If you want to book your own reading with me, you want to get deeper insight, I have all of that information down below. Guys, let's go into your reading and find out what's in store for my air signs for the last 2 weeks of August. All right, guys. I have taken some constructive criticism from the comment section, and I had actually been wanting to increase the size of the cards here for you guys. I know a lot of you guys watch this from your phone, and so it's a little bit harder to see the cards. So hopefully the enlarged area for the cards is going to help you guys out. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's jump right into the reading and find out what's in store for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the last 2 weeks of August, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they need to know? What is the main energy frequency that is governing their energies or that you would like to bring into their awareness right now for the last 2 weeks of August? Last 2 weeks of August, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's find out what sort of frequency you'll be dealing with. Okay. We have 2 cards that have come out. Ooh. You guys have transition and universal love. And look at this, 43 and 44. How interesting. So, okay, let's go first with transition here. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So many of you may be experiencing some sort of in-between period, like you're maybe, I don't know if you're in between jobs or you're in between relationships or you're in between moving, or perhaps this is like some sort of spiritual transition, like you're kind of going through an upgrade of some sorts. So but beside it, though, we have this universal love that's come out with it. So the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So this transition has to do with you feeling very connected in everything around you. So if this is someone, like if you're someone who's going through a major transition at work, or you're thinking about going through a transition, it's because you're looking for something that is speaking more to your heart or more fulfilling. Perhaps you're bored. If you are in transition between relationships, or you could be in a transition within a relationship, actually, that is asking you to surrender to a process, to really let go, to not hold on so tightly because the changes are happening one way or the other, but it's all in the name of love. There's some sort of deeper understanding going on with you that is taking notice of the connectedness, the unity of everything. I have like something in my throat. That's weird. That just started. Wondering if one of you out there is having you're going through a transition. Someone out there or a group of you are going through a transition of speaking, communicating from a more loving place, but also communicating a higher message of love. Perhaps it's channeling light language. Something's trying to come through for air signs. You're going through some sort of transition and it's not fully come through to the other side yet. Okay, I'm going to go into my fairy oracle here and find out. Can you get 2 fairy cards here to give us some more insight? Oh yeah. Okay, so we have the first card out of the gate here for you guys is the Dark Lady. So she's very similar to the High Priestess in the tarot deck. So a lot of intuition here. This could be a very high spiritual nature that we're talking about here. The mysteries. Yeah. Okay. Definitely some of you are going through some opening of verbal channeling or light language coming through that you haven't yet spoken. It's trying to activate, I think. Carrying like light language is codes of love. It's a love frequency. Okay, what other, one more message here from the fairies before we go into the tarot. Wow, okay. And then we have He of the Fiery Sword. So this is very masculine energy here. He of the Fiery Sword. This is like the Ace of Swords in the tarot. It's very similar to the Ace of Swords. It holds more messages than just the Ace of Swords, but it's about wielding your truth, speaking. So again, communication, speaking truth. Also, cutting, okay, letting something go. Yeah, there's something that needs to be cut away or let go here for you in order for you to make this transition. Some of you are struggling to let go of something or cut something away. Okay, we're going to go into the tarot here. Actually, no. Before I do, I just want to go into He of the Fiery Sword here. It's a 4 beside the universal love 4. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it's spiritual justice, protection are key words here for you guys. Okay, it's interesting that this Fiery Sword has come up with the Dark Lady, because the Fiery Sword is also about you guys. You may need something is strong here for you air signs is coming out through communication. It's why I was having like some throat issues. There's I think a transition happening in the communication center. It has to do, and the communication center, your throat chakra, has all to do with the truth. It has to do with communication. It has to do with speaking your truth. Also, it is the connection point between the heart and the mind. So merging heart and mind together to speak messages of that coherently, bringing them into union, bringing heart and mind into union. Okay, so some of you may be facing a decision. This makes a lot of sense. There may be a decision here that some of you guys are facing and you're not sure, like there's some sort of transition that could be happening. And because of that, it's forcing you to make a decision that you weren't expecting, or within the transition, you now need to get clear about what you want. Again, this could be work related. But I'm getting a sense that whatever it's related to, whether it's work, relationship, home, where you're living, even of a spiritual nature. It has something to do with the communication center. And it's about like the Dark Lady, she's all about the mysteries. And it's about really tuning into your intuition to make clear decisions, but also revealing the mysteries that are unclear. Like there's something unclear here for you. Okay, let's go into the tarot here. Can I get some messages for air signs here for the last 2 weeks of August? What do they need to know? What's going on here? Okay. We have the 8 of Wands coming out. Just here. So again, the 8 of Wands, something's happening pretty quickly. Even though you're in the transition phase, it's happening really quickly, or some sort of messaging is trying to come in really quickly, or you're getting the go-ahead right now to completely go for it. If this is a relationship, it's moving really fast. It's taking either you or someone else by surprise, I'm getting. And there is a need here to really speak with a coherent mind and heart working together. Okay, what other messages do we have for air signs? Okay, we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. So this is confirming the 8 of Wands. This is about coming out of a restful period. So with it being in reverse, there was something that you had to think about. There was something that you needed to reflect upon. Perhaps some healing needed to occur in this situation in order for, and that was part of the transition. But because beside the 8 of Wands, like there's an action needing to happen here. Wands are very much masculine, action-oriented energy. And I'm getting with that also with the fiery sword. There's time. It's time to make a choice, a decision, take action on something. What other messages do we have here for air signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Something flipped over here. Wait, there it is. Okay, we have the Palace of Wands in reverse. Okay, something's going on in your environment, air signs, that is shaking things up. And it could be what's causing this transition. Something in your environment that has to do with creativity. It has to do with having a lot of confidence. Perhaps there's a lack of confidence in the area in your environment. Like either someone in your environment is lacking confidence or the ability to take action, and you're being forced now to take action, or the environment is lacking creativity and passion. This is interesting. Also, with the Palace of Wands in reverse, this is like an environmental card. Like it's what's going on around you. It's in reverse. The Wands are also a very spiritually tied element in this deck, in the tarot deck. So it could be that the reason why this was all happening is because either someone had to wake up, someone had to go through some like a little bit of a spiritual awakening, a bit of a jolt. I don't know why I'm getting this. For a group of you out there, this has to do with your job. It has to do with a work environment. It has to do, something there is triggering this whole situation. It's like kind of like this creating this, okay, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. I got to make a decision. I'm I'm feeling like it's robbing you of your own creativity or your own passion, your own like fuel, your own fire. Like your fire is getting put out a little bit. Yeah, like the fire's going out. And so this transition's allowing you to kind of find yourself, find your balance, really kind of get into order what you need to make the final decision on something. Someone's needing to make a final decision here. Or it's about taking something to the next level. If it's not ending something, it's about cutting away something that's hurting the situation and letting it go so that something can completely prosper again and flourish. You know, it's kind of like they're showing me, you know, when you prune trees or, like a shrub where you have to like take off some of the dead branches and all that so that they're not sucking the life force out of the entire tree. And I'm getting a sense that this is what needs to happen right now for air signs, is that there's this needing to cut away what's kind of zapping your flow, your energy, your passion, your creativity, whether it's in a relationship, a job, your home, your spiritual practice, your friendships, something's going on here. And you need to take fast action on it. Like it's going to happen quickly. Yeah, because you need the life force to go to where it's needed, where there's still life available, like where the plant can still thrive. Okay, what other messages do we have here for air signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There we go. Okay, you've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So yes, so this is about cutting away something that has left you feeling very, you can see the card here. You know, the Five of Cups is all about grief and sorrow and sadness and guilt. Perhaps guilty because you haven't been listening to your own heart. Guilty because you haven't been listening to your own intuition. I'm kind of picking up. It's in reverse. So this is about like you're going through this. You know that this has to get resolved because you can't allow for this to happen anymore. This situation, whatever it is that's causing this. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So something has got someone feeling trapped. Someone's feeling trapped. Someone's, feeling like there's no way out. There's no solution available. I don't know if this is you. I'm wondering if it's someone in your environment or a situation that's presenting itself that's looking like there's no way out. And I'm feeling like you're getting some messages, like you're getting intuitive messages. You're getting the drive to say what needs to be said, perhaps communicate what needs to be communicated, to get out of a situation or to resolve a situation, to find the solution. It's all mental. Okay, what other messages do we have here for air signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There we go. Oh. Okay, we have the Lover's card and the Page of Coins. So again, the Lover's card does come out when a big decision needs to be made. A very big decision needs to be made. And with the Page of Coins coming in here, the page is a messenger of stability, financial financial prosperity, like good news about finances, but also could be pertaining to anything within the earthly sense. So like your home, there's some sort of news coming in that you're going to have to make a really big decision on. This could also pertain to a relationship. This could be that you're finally going to get messages of stability and loyalty in a relationship. It could be a younger relationship, like a newer relationship, just because it's the Page of Coins here that you're dealing with. Or if this is a longer term relationship that you've been dealing with, there's going to be a sense of when you are able to cut away what needs to be cut through and get through this transition, there's going to be a youthful spirit brought back into this relationship. Yeah, I'm feeling like this all here is just really talking about how there was the Eight of Swords talks about being trapped, and these two cards here are talking about like it's time to get moving, it's time to go, it's time to come out of that reflective phase and move forward. It's about seeing this whole picture with, remember, this is all about your own connected energy to what makes you truly happy and has you connected to source energy, connected to the earth, connected to everything around you. And that if something's pulling you out of that, you're making a decision now to let that go because you're realizing it's not for your highest good. Okay, what other messages do we have here for air signs? Way too many cards. Last messages here. There we go. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Again, someone is going to be making a decision. Someone needs to speak their truth. The truth actually might be a little bit painful, so for some people to hear, but it's necessary. It is necessary. And it is, in a sense, you know, you just so many swords here coming out. There's a hard truth that needs to be communicated here, but it is going to be for the highest good. And intuitively, you've known that this has had to happen. I think there's been like this kind of putting it off kind of sense, hoping that it would resolve itself, but you're knowing that it's just not going to resolve itself. Like you're going to have to take action. That's actually part of the lesson here for you. And there's just this message of like letting go and surrendering into this process, like really trusting your own intuition to go with this and make the move. Some sort of truth needs to come out. And it's a bit, I'm just getting a sense that someone's, or you guys are feeling a little bit scared to do this. Okay, what other messages do we have here? This one. Oh, lovely. Okay, so yeah, we're finishing off with the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Coins coming out here together. So this is going to spark a whole new cycle. So whatever transition, I love this. You've got the Ace of Cups falling under the Universal Love card. Some sort of transition here is happening where it has to do, the transition is requiring some sort of communication, some sort of truth to come out. And it's going to, it's going to be difficult to execute only because there are some fears around either saying the wrong thing, maybe pushing the boundary a little too far. but it has to be done. And you have this new energy of love coming in, that's got it's got this new cup that can be filled. Like it's a bountiful cup that's now like bringing that energy in. That's got a lot of blessings. It could be this like idea of, again, like I said, if this is a relationship, it's starting a whole new thing. And it's like, when I say starting a whole new thing, I mean starting like it's going to feel young again. It's going to feel new. It's going to feel renewed, recharged. The Eight of Coins here too, it talks about like working on something diligently, like really working on the fine details of something, really caring about your work. So again, I feel like this also, for a group of you, this has to do with a job or work or a company or something like that. And it's because you care. You actually care about what you're doing. You really want to put forth your best foot. You really care about the quality of your work. You care about how your work is reflecting you. And so there's a big transition here. I'm getting a sense that this is about you being true to not just your own intuitive guidance, okay, but also true to your own heart's desires and learning how to speak clearly from a place that honors that and communicates it well. I do also feel for some of you that you're going through, there's a group of you or someone out there who's got something coming through right now, like their throat chakra. Their throat chakra is opening up. And this idea of surrendering and letting go is going to be very important in allowing whatever is trying to come out of you to come out, okay? I don't know if it's light language. I don't know if it's channeling. Something is trying to verbally come out of your mouth. Okay, so that's my message for you guys for the last 2 weeks of August. Air signs, I hope that was helpful. If you need any more information, all that information in the description below, booking readings, anything like that, it's all down below. And I love you guys all. Have a wonderful last month of August.